Hello, I'm Adam, and today I'll be talking about piano. So, growing up, I learned how to play piano, and I largely credit my parents for this because they decided to get a piano teacher for me. And I remember my first piano teacher, her name was Kathy, and she always did funny things like she would put a pen or a pencil on my fingers to put them in the right places. And she always wanted me to learn classical music, things from the age of Mozart and Beethoven. And at the time, I thought they were robotic and very rigid. Anyways, I wasn't the best student. Well, I was at first because I was very interested in the beginning, but I ended up not being the best student because I didn't practice so much. She would come, and then we would play some songs, and then she would leave, and I wouldn't practice until the next week. So not only did I not improve, but I actually got worse at piano. So eventually she seemed to get frustrated with that, understandably, and well, my parents no longer hired her. I don't remember the details because I was quite young. So after that, I played piano for my jazz band in middle school. And I don't remember a lot from that either. I just know that they needed a guy, so I stepped up. And in middle school, I always looked forward to the talent show at the end of the year because it was the one time where I got to play piano for other people. And so it was special because I didn't have any other time to play for people besides, I suppose, my parents. And so I always looked forward to showing off my skills. Anyways, a while later, I got a new piano teacher, and her name was Miss Sharon Wallace. And she was and still is a wonderful woman and a very patient woman too, as with most people who've dealt with me growing up. So Miss Sharon Wallace, I would have lessons at her studio at her house, and she would always greet me with a smile and a hug. And well, for a time I practiced very diligently, but then the same problem occurred, which is that I just didn't practice. And even for a woman as patient as Miss Wallace, that was frustrating because I was a kid with a short attention span. And perhaps that's the reason why this recurring issue happened of me not practicing. I would get fixated on piano for a short period of time or perhaps a month. And then I would just find a different fixation. And all throughout high school, I'm sorry, my fixation was video games. Sorry, that was an alarm for something else. So I was fixated on video games throughout my entire high school years, and that took me far away from the piano, and I totally stopped playing, almost completely stopped playing. And then college came around, and for the first, say, 2 years of college, I didn't play piano at all. And over this time, my skills were decaying. It's like a different language where if you don't use it, you lose it. And the same happened with piano. But then recently, something very cool has happened for my piano. It's been church. I started going to church, and that's a story for another day. And they needed a guy to play piano. So I said, well, I'll give it my best shot. And then a gentleman at my church named Mike Murphy, older guy, he's very cool. He gave me something. Let me show you. He gave me this binder. I mean, it's as big as my torso. He said, "Oh yeah, here you go. You wanna play? Just check out some of the songs in here and see what you could do." Hands it to me. I take it. I go home and I use my little keyboard to try playing these. And I think I can do this. So I put the music back in. I take it back and I say, "Oh, here you go. I can help you play piano." And he said, "Oh no, it's yours. It's yours. Keep it." I'm like, "Keep this thing?" So, well, I still have it now, of course. And playing piano for church has been such a blessing because it has kept me practicing and playing piano, which was a joy that I lost for a long time.